Hey folks, welcome back to Military Forces Unleashed. Today, we're diving into a tank that many underestimate, but one that has proven its mettle on the modern battlefield, the PT-91 Twardy. From the days of the Cold War to the ongoing war in Ukraine, armored vehicles have been at the heart of military strategy. But what happens when an old-school Soviet tank gets a high-tech Polish makeover? You get the PT-91, an unexpected contender in modern warfare. Imagine a battlefield swarming with cutting-edge Western tanks, Leopards, Challengers, and Abrams. Yet, in the middle of it all, a modified Soviet-era tank holds its ground, outmaneuvering the odds. The PT-91 isn't the tank people expected to shine, but it's proving that even Cold War relics can still pack a serious punch. Let's find out how. The PT-91 Twardy didn't start as a revolutionary tank. It began as a simple modernization project of the Soviet T-72. In the late 1980s, Poland faced a dilemma: scrap their aging fleet of T-72s or upgrade them into something more capable. The answer? A radical overhaul that would transform an outdated Soviet design into a tank that could hold its own in the 21st century. During the post-Cold War years, Poland needed an armored vehicle that could bridge the gap between affordability and firepower. Thus, engineers at Bumar-Łabędy worked on reinforcing its armor, integrating advanced fire control systems, and boosting mobility. The result was the PT-91, a tank that retained the T-72's strengths but fixed many of its weaknesses. Let's talk firepower. The PT-91 is armed with a 125mm smoothbore gun, capable of firing various ammunition types, including depleted uranium rounds. But the real game changer? It's Irawa explosive reactive armor, designed to counter heat and kinetic penetrators, making it far more survivable than a stock T-72. Powering this beast is a 1,000-horsepower PZL Wola S12U engine, giving it a top speed of 60 km/ch and improved mobility over rough terrain. The fire control system got a major upgrade as well, featuring the Drawa T sighting system with thermal imaging, drastically improving its targeting capabilities in low-visibility conditions. When Poland decided to send PT-91s to Ukraine, many questioned their relevance. Against modern Russian tanks, could an upgraded T-72 still be a viable weapon? The answer came swiftly on the battlefield. Ukrainian crews have found the PT-91 to be an adaptable and reliable machine. Its enhanced armor protection and upgraded electronics have given it a fighting chance against Russian T-72 variants, and its ability to integrate NATO munitions makes it a flexible asset. The PT-91 Twardy is undeniably a solid attempt at modernizing Soviet-era armor, but let's not kid ourselves. No tank is perfect, and this one comes with its own set of strengths and flaws. First, the strengths. The PT-91 took the T-72 and injected it with steroids. The Irawa explosive reactive armor makes it significantly more resistant to modern anti-tank weapons than its predecessors. Polish engineers also enhanced mobility, improving the tank's power-to-weight ratio, meaning it doesn't just crawl across the battlefield, it moves with surprising agility for a tank of its class. And let's not forget fire control. The Drawa T fire control system drastically improves targeting speed and accuracy, addressing a long-standing issue in older Soviet tank designs. But here's the harsh reality. For all its improvements, the PT-91 is still fundamentally a T-72 underneath. That means it carries over some inherent weaknesses that no amount of Polish engineering magic can completely erase. One of the biggest concerns? Crew survivability. The autoloader system, inherited from the T-72, stores ammunition in a carousel under the turret. That's a death trap if the armor is breached. because when a modern ATGM or a top attack weapon like the Javelin hits, there's a high chance the whole tank turns into a fireball. We've seen this play out time and again with Russian tanks in Ukraine. Then there's the firepower dilemma. While the PT-91's 125mm smoothbore gun is a capable weapon, it's still limited by the same Soviet-era ammunition designs, meaning it can struggle against heavily armored Western tanks like the Leopard 2 or M1 Abrams. And with the rapid evolution of active protection systems, APS, a tank relying solely on passive armor and ERA is already at a disadvantage in the next generation of warfare. Logistics and battlefield longevity are another Achilles heel. Poland upgraded the engine to a 1,000 horsepower PZL Wola S12U diesel, but it still demands constant maintenance, especially in high-intensity operations. Plus, the PT-91 lacks advanced battle networking capabilities found in NATO's latest MBTs, meaning it doesn't integrate as seamlessly into modern, data-driven warfare environments. So, where does that leave the PT-91? It's a respectable upgrade, a potent asset for a military that needs reliable armor fast, but in a direct confrontation with top-tier Western or even latest-generation Russian tanks, it risks being outclassed. The Ukrainian battlefield is proving to be a brutal testing ground, and only time will tell whether the PT-91 can truly hold its own against the relentless evolution of armored warfare. With Poland moving towards the K2 Black Panther and Abrams tanks, the PT-91's days are numbered in frontline service. However, in the Ukrainian conflict, it has found a second life, proving that even Cold War tanks, if upgraded right, can remain lethal. The PT-91 Twardy is more than just a modified T-72. It's a testament to Poland's ingenuity in military modernization. It has held its ground in combat and given Ukraine a much-needed armored asset. But as warfare evolves, how much longer can upgraded Soviet tanks remain relevant? What do you think? Is the PT-91 still a viable force on the battlefield, or is it just delaying the inevitable replacement by newer Western tanks? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't just leave quietly like a stealth bomber. Hit that like button, subscribe, and smash the notification bell so you're always locked and loaded for our next deep dive into military technology. Your support fuels our mission to bring you the most detailed and unfiltered analysis of modern warfare. What do you think? Does the PT-91 have what it takes to hold its ground, or is it just a glorified relic from a past era? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let us know which tank, weapon, or battle you'd like us to dissect next. Thanks for watching Military Forces Unleashed. Stay sharp, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next one.